Hello and welcome back to Forgotten Daily. So back in the fall of 2022, we made a purchase of, at the time it was original owner car. It's sat 22 years, I believe the man said. So we picked it up, brought it home. We looked at it real quick when we was loading it, etc., and then kind of just shoved it in the building for the winter. The plans were to try to get it and run it on the 2023 Lemons Rally Rust Belt Ramble. So my son and driving partner is on his way. Now we're going to get it out of the building and put it in the garage and go over it with a fine-tooth comb and figure out, is the thing even worth fixing. It's a 1986 Ohio car, was driven year-round, so you know, if you're familiar with that, you can only imagine what the bottom looks like. So we're going to check it out a little closer and see what we can come up with, and we'll go from there. I'll do some video if I can of us pulling it out of the building, and we'll add to it and we'll update you as we go. Thanks. All right, so one owner before us, 1986 Dodge Omni GLH Turbo. This is in a Santa Fe blue. From my research shows there was just over 800 of these ever made. Unfortunately, if this car, you know, if it can't be saved by us, it's probably never going to be saved, just because, you know, it is what it is. So anyways, we haven't tried the engine yet. We literally just got it in the garage 5 minutes ago, so we're getting ready to kind of tinker with that. But you can see it's got a rust hole here. Matter of fact, this whole bottom of this door is gone. I do know the driver's floor is gone, so I would suspect the passenger side floor is gone. A little bit of spot there, but it just looks like it's scaled. Some more there. So the more you walk around the car, the more rust you're going to find. But again, it's an 86 Dodge from Ohio that was daily driven, so you know, you get what you get. There's some rust back behind the bumper extension. This side really doesn't look bad. Some there in front of the wheel. This door's good. It's missing the latch and the handle. The story was the guy had another one, a black one. So when this one here gave him problems, he parked it some years ago and stole some parts off of this for his black one. So that's no big deal. We've got the spare parts here. That's the least of our concerns. The car was parked because of a transmission issue. He didn't know exactly. He said it was acting up. He took it home, put it in the garage, and that's where it's at. So I'm not even sure I even raised the hood on it, but it is a factory AC car. It appears to be, you know, all original, like nothing. Still got the original radio. It's got the pizzas that somebody had painted green or aqua green at one point in time. The grill's original. The fog lights are here. There's extra fog lights in the car. The windshield has got a big crack across it. So luckily I know a guy that has a bunch of windshields, me, and I have a friend that does windshields. So that's minor. So here she is, all in her glory. 1986 Dodge 22 Turbo. So the plans, we're just going to tinker with it a little bit. I can see off the top of my head here the cap and wires are missing. There's a knock sensor missing out of the intake. But fortunately, I've got 3 engines, an 86 out of a Shelby Charger, an 87 out of a LeBaron, and an 89 out of a Maserati. So between the 4, I should say, we have enough parts here to, you know, to scavenge this thing back together. So biggest issue is just seeing if the engine is locked up or not. And if it is, then we'll look at the frame, the frame rails, floors, whatnot, and just kind of determine whether or not it's even worth fixing. The story's not going to be a full restoration on the car. I just don't have that in me. Our goal as of right now is to get it running and driving by August. August is when the Rust Belt Ramble is, and if everything goes right, this is going to be our car for that. If not, that's why we got it out now, so we can make a determination if we need to find another car, and then just kind of go from there. So with that said, we'll continue. I'll do some more videos as we go along and as we find things, and we'll keep you updated. Okay, so we got a battery in the car just for, you know, those and giggles. We checked the oil. It has oil. Yeah, it's nasty. But it's locked up. It will not crank. So, after some discussing with the boys, we decided that we're going to go ahead and move forward with this car. They're in the process right now of trying to get the front seats out. That will allow us to get some room to carpet out so we can try to work on the floors as well. This engine here is in the 87. I do know that engine runs, so I think our plan is to utilize that engine if that's what it comes to. We did put some oil, new oil down in the cylinders. We're going to let it soak and keep our fingers crossed, but I'm not going to hold my breath. My luck with that is horrible. So anyways, we found some documentation from the car, just some stuff that had been replaced, but that was at like 80 and 90,000 miles. The car shows 160 some thousand. So he's definitely lived a good life, but we're hopefully going to give her one more good shot. Okay, so we decided to pull the front seats. We knew the floors were crunchy, so we decided to pull the front seats. They were going to get changed anyways, just because they were tore up and nasty. So we pulled the carpet, and boy, oh boy, what kind of rat's nest did we open up here? You see the other side's just as bad. So the only concern that I truly have, again, we're not going to be welding floors. We were literally planning on using just some metal, some floor sealer, and self-tapping screws. Because, again, I don't care enough to worry about welding, whatever. My concern with is how high up into the tunnel it goes. If we can even get any meat to screw to, especially on this back section. But my other concern is more related to the seat bracket. If you look at this hole right here, there's one there and then another one right here. That's where the passenger's front bracket mounts to the body. My concern with that is this piece is rotted away from here, and I can actually, it's kind of hard to do, I don't want to cut my fingers, but I can actually move this piece. So with that being said, wife just said dinner's done, so we are going to go in and eat some dinner, discuss what we think. Do we just cancel this one and find something else? Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video out and get it posted here eventually. Again, this car, we know the engine's locked up. I do have another engine, so that's not a major deal. As far as like throwing head gasket and stuff, I was already planning on doing that anyway, so that's not any added expense. The floors part here is probably what scares me the most. So if you have any ideas, feel free to comment. Let me know what you think, and we'll keep going and see what we can figure out from there. Thanks for watching the video. If you like this kind of stuff on these little Chrysler products, I deal in them all the time. Forgotten dailies on eBay. I part them out. Unfortunately, this one's edging closer to becoming a part out. Honestly, I really hate to, because of all the little turbo cars I've had, the Omni's one I've never had. So I kind of like to keep it, but sometimes you just gotta know when to fold. So like, follow, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Make comments. Please follow along on our build. One way or another, something's going to happen. Just not sure what yet. All right, thanks and have a great day.